Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to bring you a product review. I'm not going to call it an unboxing, we're just going to call it a short and quick review. Now in the near future, check my other channel, RVing TV. We'll do a more in-depth discussion on washer dryers, whether you need them for your RVs, advantages, disadvantages. Today we wanted to do a review of the Danby 0.9 cubic foot washing machine. Now this washing machine can be used for small apartments, condos, cottages, RVs. We're going to just look at the unit itself because I know when I was shopping around there's not a ton of videos on this unit. There's a number of various plastic units, but I wanted something a little more automated. So this is the Danby DWM030WDB-6 unit. 0.9 cubic feet. It's Danby has a Canadian office and a US office for our American friends. And this is an automated washing machine. That's the advantage that we have here. This machine, when it's hooked up, whether you're hooking it up at home or in your RV, for example, you can set the type of wash, and I'll go over some of those features, the rinse, and walk away, where a number of small machines don't have that automated feature. So let's take a look at let's discuss a couple of items. What I will do shortly is break out a second camera and show you some closer shots that we're talking about. Now, first thing to talk about, what do you get when you purchase the washer? When you purchase this washer, whether it's through Amazon, online, directly from Danby, or through a retail outlet, it's going to come in a box like we have here at the side. It has nice insulation around it to protect the unit during shipping. And when you unbox it, there's going to be a variety of styrofoam that is keeping it safe, but you're going to get an owner's manual, a little plastic pouch that'll come in here. For our friends in Quebec, it'll actually come with a second basically template label that you can stick on the unit that is in French. The default information is in English, and there's a little card inside advising you if you register it, you can look to purchase an extended warranty. The owner's manual is also the instruction manual. You're going to get a hose and a quick connector here that you can hook up to your sink and be able to snap on really quick, use the machine. When you're done, pull it off, leave this attached to your faucet so you can still use your faucet, and your machine can be hooked up nice and easy. This hose connects right back here, and it's super easy to use. Now, if you're planning to use it in an RV, you're going to need a couple of adapters because the fittings on the faucets are slightly different sized. So what you'll need to do, and this can be purchased at Amazon or your local hardware store, and a couple of RV parts suppliers like Camco make this accessory. This is a small faucet adapter, so that basically if this attaches, in our case, will attach onto the faucet here, and it'll connect into the faucet, and then you can connect your hose to it. And we just happened to pick this up from our local Home Depot. You're talking about $7 to $10 depending which store you go to and who you're picking it up from. So very reasonable, and that'll allow us to hook that up to your kitchen sink in your RV, your washroom sink, And then we actually picked up a second adapter here This is a little plastic adapter, and the reason we've done this is this adapter will allow us to hook up the hose, but actually to hook it up to our shower head in our shower. And that way you can control whether you want cold water washing only, hot water, or warm water. There is, of course, our power connection at the back. There's a fairly long extension cord here, and then we do have a drain hose as well with its holder to set, and that way you can set it in your sink or your shower for using. Now, what I'm going to do is, let's describe this machine a little bit. It has several different modes. It is automatic, as we mentioned. So when it's hooked up to water, it'll pull the water it needs, do its load. It'll drain automatically, pump it out, where a number of machines don't pump. You have to lay your hose down and it's a gravity dump. So you're having to wash, listen to it finish, run over, drain the machine manually, where here it's going to pump it. Number of wash cycles, as well as stainless steel drum, etc. So let's actually do this. I'm going to grab our second camera. We're going to shoot this on our Samsung phone, and that way we can bring you some more details up close. So what we have here is our main panel, and we have our program switch here, and as you can see, you can set it for a heavy load, a gentle load, normal or rapid, as well as soak. You can select your load size. You can also set your wash time and your rinse time. Plus, you have a spin mode, and you can set your spin time, and that'll all show here in this digital display. Now again, I'll mention, we will bring a video of this actually in operation. Then we have our start or our pause here, and of course our power button. Now what I liked about this, we have a glass top, and when we look inside, you'll notice that it's a stainless steel drum. Just that way you don't have a plastic drum. The stainless steel will keep it from rusting. What we have down here is a filter, a lint filter, that'll need to be cleaned out from time to time. So you can do a wash load, and then it will actually spin it to get a lot of that water out. Now the back of the machine, so we said here was our power cord that I was alluding to earlier, and then our drain hose with a little U adapter, so you can actually put that over a sink so that it holds it onto the sink. You could put it into your shower, etc. And then way down at the bottom in this little black opening here, you can open that up, and there's another filter in there that should be checked from time to time. So I just thought that would give you a little bit closer look. It's 0.9 cubic feet. Now what we're also going to do, I'm going to come back to our main camera and we'll splice the videos together for you. I know when I was shopping, I was kind of curious, what kind of load are you going to be able to do in a machine like this? And that was really an interesting thing, because if you're buying this online, you can't touch and feel it. And even most retail stores don't have these out on display. You can go in, you can buy it, but the first time you're really going to see this is at home. So I thought I'd bring you this video to give you a little bit closer look at the machine and get an understanding of its basic size. It is very lightweight, so I'm just going to grab this. So if you notice, I can actually lift it from a sitting position, and this is handy because if I'm taking a longer trip, I can take it out in my RV and it's easy enough to carry out. Then when I come back from that long trip, if I'm not anticipating to use it again for a while, maybe I'm just doing a few weekend trips, a week here, a week there, where I don't feel I need the washing machine, I can lift it up, take it into the garage, bring it into the house. In the winter months, if I'm not ready to go on a winter trip yet, instead of having to worry about winterizing this, I can pick it up, take it out of the RV, bring it into my house, put it in the basement, and I don't have to go through that whole process of winterizing it, because most of these condo house style units are a little more troublesome to winterize. That can be done, but it's going to take you a few steps. So this just saves the issue, and when I'm ready to go in the winter, heat up the RV, carry this out the day before I'm leaving, and you know, Bob's your uncle. So a big question was, what can I put in here? And again, we'll bring you a video actually washing in the near future, but for today, I'm going to step out of frame for a second. I grabbed a few clothes items to get a sense, and then we'll do a close-up shot to get a sense of what can actually be put in here and how much does it fill up. So we're going to do this. T-shirt number 1. We have T-shirt number 2. These are all clean clothes, by the way, but I just grabbed some to give you an idea. T-shirt number 3. We're going to grab a pair of denim jeans here. These are guys' jeans. These are actually my jeans. So we're going to throw those in there. And then we're going to take T-shirt number, I think we're on number 4 now. T-shirt number 4. We're going to put that in there. Now, to give you guys a closer look, again, we'll fire up our other camera, and to give you a closer look, here is how full it is. So you could probably put, you know, if you had to, a couple of pairs of socks, maybe a pair or 2 of underwear, and it'd be pretty full. So, you know, that's a decent amount of clothes for a trip. If you're doing it, you know, you have to do your clothes on a weekly basis, because it's not a massively large machine, but, you know, 4 t-shirts, a pair of jeans, 1 or 2 pairs of underwear, a couple of pairs of socks, that's pretty good. Basically, it's a week's worth of laundry very easily. Now, the other question I had, so let's take these out. We're going to just put those aside. So now our machine is empty. The other was, what about linens? You know, towels, etc. I didn't grab any towels, but I thought I would do something different. Now, you're not going to get a comforter in here. It's going to be too large. But likely, if you're like me, you don't really carry a big heavy comforter, and how often does your comforter get really dirty? Now, if you go away for multiple months at a time, you'll probably need to take that either to a laundromat or a dry cleaner for a comforter itself. But really the bigger concern is, what about regular bed linens? So I've actually just grabbed a king size top sheet. And we'll open this up a little bit here. Sorry, I'm going to come out of frame. But we're going to open that up, and let's put it into the machine and see what a king size top sheet looks like in here. So we've put it in there. We don't want to pack it down. We've just put it in there. And I'm doing king size because a lot of the beds have gone king size. A number are still queens. Queens will give you more space, but with a king size, you know, if you have a king size bed, you'll know that you'll be able to do this. Now again, it fills it pretty good, because you're going to notice it's about, if I did that for washing, and it's, when water goes in, it's going to get packed down a little more and then cycled around. So I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, you wouldn't do a fitted sheet and a top sheet together in a small machine like this. you're likely going to have to do 2 loads. Do a top sheet, then the fitted sheet. Fitted sheet's going to feel a little smaller, take a little less space because it doesn't hang over the bed the same way. So you might be able to get some underwear in there or even a t-shirt or 2 in with it. But this just gives you an idea with a king size top sheet what it's like. Another little feature to mention is it's self-balancing. The drum inside does move around, as you'll just notice briefly if you're focusing on it. It moves around and it self-levels as it's washing. And if it doesn't, if the load is really lopsided, there's even a little warning buzzer apparently that will go off to tell you that it's not balanced properly. So if you're in the market for a washing machine, your RV doesn't have the combination space for an RV sized machine, or maybe it does but you don't want to give up the storage space, you're looking for something small, this Danby may be a great idea for you. Again, check in the next little bit. I'll adjust and post a link when it's on our other channel that we're going to do a discussion about do you need a washing machine, etc. And then we'll come back. We'll also post an actual washing, show you how it washes when we'll put a full load in here. If you have questions, please leave them in our comments section and I will try to answer the questions. Or if there's a number of slightly more complicated questions that you have, information that you want, maybe we can even address it in a separate video with my RVing experience and having used RV washers. We can talk a little bit about that. I hope you found this helpful. The idea was to really just give you a closer look at the machine with actual clothes in it to give you a sense of what can you do. I hope you felt the video has been good. If you like the video, please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel as we are trying to increase our subscriber base, and it would be greatly appreciated. Thanks, and we'll see you back at the channel soon. Take care.